This is a pretty nice start, right? This is my forever rule. This is the series I'm gonna be working on for probably most of this channel's lifetime. I have never built anything like this ever. I've also never built on this world. I've only practiced building in creative until now, so this is gonna be a new experience for me and maybe for you. So I hope you enjoy this series as it builds itself in-game and in terms of videos and content. And I hope that you get inspired by this kind of content and also engage with it, hopefully. I have no idea what to call the series, so if you would care enough, you could put some interesting names in the comments and I can maybe use them, you know? I'll take your names into suggestion. So, today, the first episode of my forever world, we're gonna be building a windmill. But not only a windmill, it's also functional, because it is a wheat farm as well. So, first of all, we have a cool build, and it'll come with some kind of efficient way to make something, to give purpose for this build, instead of just building it. And this truly marks the first build that I've made on this world. So, we're gonna start by laying out the shape. I already decided about around this height, and it's gonna be a 5 by 5 area. I have no idea how tall this thing is, but I'm just gonna hope I have enough material for it. And again, I have already played on this world. I made it to the end. I have shulker boxes. I have fully maxed out gear. I mean armor, not gear. Yeah, have pretty nice names for my tools. So first blocks I'm gonna be using probably cobblestone. I'm gonna pause real quick, take a look at my reference pictures, and I'll come back to you in a second. Okay, so I have figured that this build is going to consist of a stone base and a wood trim. Now I just need to decide which wood and which stones. The stone section is actually pretty easy to understand. I'm probably gonna do a gradient, but still vary the texture. And I'm also going to use either spruce wood or mangrove for the trim. Now, I don't have access to mangrove, but I do have access to spruce. You can see I have my spruce over here. Not much, but I can get some off camera from the spawn area. The spawn area is full of farms. Just no building aesthetic whatsoever. Mob farm in the sky, which really ruins any landscape picture. And I don't even have a house. Like, I built one, but I have like a half-built house that I have all my stuff stored in. So I think I'll like move everything with joker boxes and my ender chest. I think it'll work pretty fine. I do need to make a shulker farm. I'm gonna do that soon. Maybe somewhere here, maybe somewhere there. I don't know. We'll figure this area out while we build. This is only a small part of the kind of like city, kind of village that I'm planning to build here. We're gonna have builds over here. We're gonna have builds over there. I'm gonna get rid of the village and probably like fill that area up with water and like make a dock around it. That'll be pretty cool. So let's begin with the building process. Well, first of all, I'm going to use Mr. Silky over here, my favorite. And I'm also going to be wearing my shoes. Let's take some stone, let's take some cobblestone down the side. I can just start building right now. It's kind of simple, just a simple shape. Nice. Extending out. Up here. No. Okay. Is this one right? Yep. Okay. Fair enough. I think. What is wrong with this one? Did I not build this one? Oh, I see the problem. Okay. Let's just get this area out. And keep building over here. Okay. So, now we can start filling out the area with cobblestone. And then continue on to the other parts of the build. Alright, so I have the basic layout over here. And I think it's gonna look pretty great. So let's just build a bit more. Kind of like shape out this area. Also gonna be using the wood, the trims around. I think that's gonna look pretty cool. These are just humble beginnings, so I'm not expecting much. So start laying this out a bit. First of all, this build is pretty suspicious, as you can see. There is a middle, and this area is basically a middle too, because there's like 2 blocks and 2 blocks, and yeah, I think it'll like fit pretty fine. So, this area is going to be like, there's going to be like a barn kind of thing inside. I'm gonna have storage. We're gonna have composters, and we're gonna have all different kind of stuff. Wow, that looks pretty good. So, we shall. Wow, the sunset looks really nice. We shall start in the next morning. This looks pretty nice so far. I think it will need some remodeling, so let's work on that. Let's say some cobblestone over here, because it is a lower area, but it is exposed to the sun, so we're gonna have not that much of it. And then from that, we're gonna move to stone slowly. over here and here. And over here and here. And also use andesite because it is exposed to the sun again. Let's say stone over here. Come on, man. What's green? Right. So let's keep on building. Rain got nothing on me. I think I should sleep. Let's keep building. We're gonna continue texturing, and also I think I'm going to move all the trims, the wood. We're gonna move it like one block out to add depth, because this is just not doing it. It's not giving a correct structure of a stable build. I mean, for me, it looks pretty flat. Like it could fall from here and just drop on the floor. So we need it to be sturdy. That's why we need to have some depth to this. So first of all, like this stone, and then one block outward we're gonna have the trims, which is wood and trapdoors, doors, all the decoration block you can think of are gonna be outwards of the build. That's how it usually works. So let's keep building. Keep building. So we're doing this area first, right? Let's build out the sides and do all that first. Texturing is actually really cool in my opinion. It gives so much life to any build you're doing, which is super enjoyable for me. So, I mean, the base has been going pretty well, right? It's, I mean, decent. Should keep working on it. It's pretty decent. I think we should start putting the wood around and see where this leads us to. So, let's begin. First of all, let's lay out where we're placing the first wood, like areas. Where we're starting our trim, we need to think a lot about the structure that's gonna come out afterwards, not just the base that we're looking at right now. So, let's say I like this design. And then a log over here. So let's say this area is no longer open, and there's gonna be logs over here. And then, wait. Yeah, that actually looks pretty nice. I like this. Yeah, it's gonna work. So, one block higher. Then proceed to build around it, basically. Oh no. Is it misaligned? Did I place it in the air? Yep. That's the problem. I can fix that. So this one. And then just like trace after what the structure is already built of. And then just build the logs up. Hey, this is getting a structure. I like this. Oh, this is pretty chill. I have a problem. I'm writing a problem over here. The fact that this area is not with the... Okay, wait. I think this is fine for now. Then we can add the trims around here. They don't need to be logs, and we're gonna do detail afterwards. That's when the trims really come in. I'm just visualizing how it's gonna look like, so let's have a think. This maybe okay. No, way far up. Yes. Then yes. Wow, that looks pretty nice. Wow, that looks pretty nice. You see, we've already gained a base structure for this kind of build. And it looks pretty chill. I like it, I like it. Let's see it from afar. Let's see if it has the composition I'm looking for. So, from here, let's say, or from up here. This is a pretty cool building. I like it. Yeah, let's keep this shape. We can do this kind of trim around the entire thing. Over here, we're gonna be a little farm. I do need to gather more materials. I think I do have enough to cover this build. Yep. Yeah, I do. Have a decent amount of building material that I can use. Except wood. I'm going to be mining some wood off camera. So yeah. I really don't have an idea of what I'm doing, but that's okay. Everyone has their beginning, and everyone learns something with everything you do, which is something really cool. I like the aspects in life that really make sure you learn something from them. Like, let's say building. It teaches you composition, it teaches you basics of architecture, let's say. It teaches you that colors are a huge thing, and you should really pay attention to it. Color theory is really complex, in my opinion. And every artist and every architect, I guess, every designer, they all need to learn color theory as well as builders. If color theory did not exist, colors would look way off, especially in professional builds. So you have to think the color wheel, you have to think color theory by itself, because it's interesting and it's really fun to learn, because creation is an amazing thing. Color theory just helps with that, but creation as by itself is just amazing. I love creation. I love making things, creating things, sharing my solutions and the things I'm inspired by. Just the greatest feeling ever, to inspire others, put a smile on their face, inspire them to make stuff of their own. That's really what I enjoy doing. So I know this video isn't gonna be the greatest thing ever. Again, humble beginnings. But I am definitely gonna enjoy making this, since, as you can see in the background, I'm still building, and I'm enjoying building, because it's such a great thing, really. Let's do the same trim on the other side as well. So this slabs, and then the one goes up, and this, I think it was. A minute, let's check. Yep, that's it. Oh, yeah, for terraform, still haven't finished that part yet. Let's place some stuff over here. Now this is the first time I've used my voice in any video I've made, so it's a pretty new experience to me. Having trouble with recording, and just brings more to making videos. So, first of all, we've run out of wood, I believe. That is something I did not want to happen. We only have, this side. But the main structure of the vault we're making is starting to appear in front of our screens right here. It looks pretty nice. I mean, this part over here, that's just for me to climb. We are going to terraform the area around us, of course, that's detail. But first of all, let's work on the base shape. So it looks like a pretty good build. Let's do that. Yeah, that works. And we're gonna build a roof up here. I think we can use slabs for the roof, right? That can work. Just fly up. We also have planks. I took a lot of damage. Okay, I'm back after a pretty long time. I've been working on the bulb, and the time lapse is there. You've seen it. So here's the bulb. I completely changed the roof design I knew it wouldn't fit. And I also did remove 1/2 of the building. Like, there was this extension and this one as well, but I removed this one because I don't really see a use for it, and it also looked you know, a little suspicious. So this is it, pretty much. I'm probably going to terraform around here, since the terrain around here is pretty bad. Maybe we should start terraforming right now. I'll also probably make some kind of renewable way to get mud, like automatically. I've seen people make mud farms, so it's an inspiration. Let's see this view from over here. This is basically like the main area of this side of the port. This is only one side of the port. There's gonna be one over there, I believe, and this village is gonna be decimated into crumbles, and it's no longer going to exist. There's gonna be area over here, over there. There's gonna be a city revolving all around this water, and of course something to do with the water, like water purification or dams, I don't know. I'm also really excited to do automation around this world, so let's say trash cans all over, and I've seen this in Dice content and Sinnoh's content as well. The trash can designs are pretty cool, and I want one that evolves from any trash can into one specific area where it's all collected and organized into one big storage system. And the ways to deliver the storage through mail, let's say, to buildings, other houses, let's say farms, and just like we need to stock on them. So let's say I have a tree farm and a mob farm, and I want the bones from the mob farm to move all the way to the tree farm, then be crafted into bone meal and renewed again and again to make it fully automatic. And that's basically the plan that I have for this automation thing. And this is gonna take a long while. Like, this is just the humble beginnings right here. This is the first build of this entire world. So, you know, this is gonna take months, even years. So I really hope you guys could stay for this amazing project of mine. And this pretty much sums up the video. This is the end of episode 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was not very informative. Also, the first recording that I did before the time lapse, I was super tired since it is exam season and it's nearly finished. I have like one more exam and then I'm fine for, let's say, a few months. That's gonna give me time to focus on recording and building, you know. I'll also practice off camera and update everyone with, let's say, community posts if I have them unlocked. I'm not sure. These are just humble beginnings, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode so far. Leave some suggestions about anything in the comments, and have a good one.